Okay, of course we start off the anime with him playing
My best boy.
music on his piano.
His keys are black. Of course they would be black. Oh,
he has to be cool and edgy like that.
Yeah, look at him. He's so handsome.
Are they gonna continue from where we left off last episode? I hope they do.
Oh, he looks so happy.
Oh, and now his keys are white. Wow,
Yeah.
what happened?
He was not blackified.
What does that... What? Okay, I don't even want to ask what that even insinuates. My headcanon is that he just plays on his piano so much that it got dirty and he didn't clean it up.
No, that's
all
nasty.
the residue barbecue sauce from his chicken.
No, that's nasty.
He's really good at this though. Jesus.
Yeah, he just wants his little bro to be with him. I hate that he took off his squid outfit.
He can't wear it all the time.
No.
He looks very happy.
Angry.
No, that's a sign of delight, of glee.
Oh, okay. I'm
know.
sorry. I am socially awkward.
Can't read expressions. Don't know what mean.
I start laughing at funerals.
Oh dear.
Oh wait, yeah, and then this is where we run into Vash, right? Higher dimension? What? Oh.
Oh.
That's not good. And that's why he's angry. Because this is his people.
Okay, but why is he upset if he's the one who caused them all to crash to begin with? Or did he know
there's a
that they'd
mystery.
survive the crash and he could, like, collect them?
It depends on where that ship was going in the first place.
No, they're just killing her.
This is a I don't feel so good moment.
No. No, you don't deserve
Well,
forgiveness.
yeah, he's not going to. I have seen the future.
Aliens should rule the world.
Okay, let's not become radical. Let's find a mutual understanding, Kiwi.
No.
This is good though, because now we understand exactly how Nai sees humanity.
I see where he got his name now.
I'm guessing that this is like what he can produce from his body as a plant, so he uses it as a weapon.
I think I'm so hard on Nai's side, but I think I'm just really biased.
No, really?
Yeah.
It's not like he doesn't have a point, but his actions aren't correct.
I don't think I have enough information to decide. Obviously, Vash's way would kill less people, because that way we can understand each other and, you know, live together, but
It would
what
ruin
Nai seeks is
Vash,
to protect his
though.
people.
Vash's way is self-sacrifice. Nai's way is
Or
Sacrifice?
kill everybody
Yeah.
else, yes.
yeah, but his brother and himself.
Uh-oh. Vash, you might
Don't
wanna...
do it.
Okay, I don't agree with this, but yeah.
I would seriously question it if you did agree with this. Vash, you need to do something. You can't just stay standing there on the sidelines, yeah. How many times are you stealing from me? Oh. His gate? It's my only guess here. Or is that what Vash can produce? Yeah, okay, that's the gate that they're referring to. Oh god, oh!
A black hole. Oh, he's going to cut. Oh.
Oh, that's how he lost his arm. He got sucked into his own gate.
Oh. Well, this is just sad.
This only deepens.
Nice.
Oh
Gives
god.
me mentally
Voice
stable
crack.
vibes.
This only deepens Nai's hate for humanity now at this point. He stole his brother away from him too. Is the doctor that's with him the doctor that wears glasses that we see later on? That who experimented on Wolfwood? I'm guessing? Well, at the very least, I'm glad that she didn't die.
He looks so old.
It's been a while. I'm glad that you guys are still alive though.
Yeah.
No.
At the very least, he still has a home. Aww.
長い付き合いなんですか?
150 years?
150 years?
Indoor garden. Yeah, for them, I just realized, yeah, the only thing they would have seen is desert.
I don't
this
see
entire
that a
time.
lot yet.
Right? Flowers? They don't even know what flora is in the first place? Interesting.
Neither human nor worm. That's the two choices.
Right? That's the only two things that they know that isn't sand. Ah, that's why they have to... Well, I mean, they probably use the term flora as well in JP, but it would be kind of confusing if they called them plants as well. Yep. And that's where Vash gets his ideals from.
Or at least that's why they got along very well.
Yeah, at the very least.
For a guy with such a small gun, he sure speaks a lot.
はいはい、そんなの自分で。先輩、今私のこと見てって言いませんでした。
Oh, was that the... Yeah, that was the first time.
知らないってどういうことだ？言いました。
まさかお前、ミリオンズナイブズと仲直りできるとか思ってないやろな。
Well, that's an interesting question.
おい、とんがり。
みんなが助かる方法を探す。
Ah.
プラントもないも。
It's not that
言
simple.
うてくれるやないか。
Yeah, but still.
Oh, what happened? Don't tell me it's Bug Boy.
It is
It is Bug Boy.
Yes.
No more Meryl anymore, damn.
My boy.
Oh, July, yeah. We were heading there. Is that why he's cooperating with Nai? Because they're both, like, aliens?
Because neither are human.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know if the worms are
probably...
aliens.
I mean, maybe they disagree with what humanity does to their race or something?
I think worms are just insects.
There are many different kinds of worms that we saw here on this planet.
I'm thinking this guy is probably either an experiment or a rare case of it.
This guy seems to be quite intelligent for what we assume is an insect.
それはバッシュさんのことですか？150年前の墜落事故から何のために赤いプラントを
Thank you for asking the important questions. Damn it.
じゃあ僕が教えてあげる。この星のためになるのは人間。それともプラント。君はどっちだと思う？
Of course he has to do the bug mask opening thing. God.
That episode went by too fast. Dang.
Yeah, that was a really quick episode. Okay, so what I'm getting at is that the humans kind of use the plants as like an energy source ever since, but because Earth became uninhabitable, they went onto these colony ships to find a new planet to inhabit. But then Nai and Vash crashed their colony ship here, and that's why there's a human population growing on this planet now.
I don't think Vash crashed the colony ship.
Well, he's implying that Vash and Nai crashed the colony ship because we did know that Vash gave him some sort of authorization code that apparently he had for some reason, but Vash didn't mean to, of course. Because from the way that Zazie words it, the worms were originally here on this planet. The humans came here to this planet because the colony ship crashed, and the plants came along with them, which is why Zazie's acting like, oh yeah, who should we side with that would benefit us more, the humans or the plants?
The whole ideology that Vash has, I think it's just me being like really disagreeing with him being a total pacifist. Which is why I'm not really agreeing with him.
How dare he not want to harm people?
No. Because his ideology and idea of I want to save everybody without like hurting anybody, I find kind of annoying because it's such an impossible you to live by. So I don't want to agree with him on it because that would then just be supporting a really unattainable dream, so
I
to
think
say.
the problem with pacifism in that aspect of it is, while you probably know it's not an obtainable like feat, you still can't bring yourself to harm someone, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a conflicting
I'm not saying that
issue,
I'm not saying
but
that it's bad.
still not necessarily like a wrong thought process.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's wrong to think that way. I'm just saying that I personally find it kind of annoying because he's basically shooting for a feat that's impossible. Which
Meanwhile,
is,
is a very possible outcome.
I'm not saying that I agree completely with Nai, okay? I'm just saying that Nai's I'm just saying that Nai's like idea of, oh, I don't want to let humans basically use my people over and over again forever. I agree with that because
But
that's
killing
basically
everyone
why
is the solution.
I'm not really killing everybody. Like if Vash and I actually work together, right? And not without it actually work, right? But yeah. I'm more of leaning towards Nai than Vash.
You're putting a lot of faith in Nai that I don't think he's gonna come into
Probably.
fruition for you.
I think you're
Probably.
being too idealistic about this, Kiwi.
Yeah, probably. I just
You are
don't-
Vash in this situation, Kiwi, with an unobtainable goal.
I just don't want to put everything on Vash's ideology that I know what happened. Even in anime it will not happen. This whole story feels like it's just trying to prove to Vash that not hurting anybody is possible. You have to hurt some people to get what you want.
I mean, you say that. We've already seen that happen, which is why
Yeah.
Wolfwood is a part of our squad. If Wolfwood wasn't,
Yeah.
then we wouldn't have gone through here. So I don't think the point is to say that Vash is correct. I think it's to show what their decisions and how it will affect the world
Yeah.
around them.
It's less to show, you know, what they think the outcome will be, whether it's pure pacifism or killing all of the remaining humans and liberating worms and plants, right? It's a conflict of ideology in that Vash doesn't want to solve the solution by removing humans, right? He likes them and cares about them because they're still intelligent people and there's good and bad within all groups, right?
Yes.
Whereas Nai refuses to see that and just says they're all bad, get rid of them all. So you're seeing that conflict of interest here.
Yes, I do.
Huh?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm just laughing because now I understood that me agreeing with Nai is basically saying the same thing that he's saying. But that's not what I meant.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God,
why I was,
I don't know
a
that
little
you're
questionable.
making the stance that you really want to make right now.
No. That's not what I meant. I'm just, like I said multiple times, I'm just sad that the brothers are unable to work together towards the same goal, even though they somewhat agree on certain points where they don't want their people to be used.
Yeah.
But one wants to exterminate humans that are using their people, and the other one wants to cooperate with humans to make it so that they're not used to the point where they die.
It's a very precarious situation. For Nai, he feels like that would solve all the problems if he gets rid of the people who kind of like use his people in order to survive. Whereas for Vash, he wants to be able to live together with humans, but there are bad humans as well who only seek to use the plants for their own gain. Either way, because of the nature of his people, they will end up suffering. I don't see a perfect outcome to this, and rarely is there ever a perfect outcome for anything like this, especially in real life.
And I feel like for
I mean,
Vash's
this
case,
is-
then if you're forced to make a stance like this, where you know that there's really not going to be a good outcome in the end, you would rather, you know, play to your morals, right? And he doesn't want to hurt anyone. At least that's how I see it,
Mhm.
because he's already seen so much death and pain, and he just doesn't want to contribute to that anymore. Or not that he ever did, but he feels like he did because Nai crashed
Yeah.
the ship.
Yeah, he allowed, well, not allowed, he helped unknowingly.
Wow, this is so sad. I
This is
just want my
reality.
boys to get along. I know, but why cannot this just not turn into a high school love drama where everybody gets along?
I think you're watching the wrong anime.
I just feel sad, okay? They looked so cute while they were playing that piano together. I just wish that they went back in time.
I love stories like this, actually.
Yeah,
Me too. I love them as well. I'm just really sad about it.
She's still living in her fantasy.
It doesn't have to end with a good and happy ending where they find a solution. I think what it's going to do is present ideologies and then show what can and can't happen because of them. And perhaps give us the decision as to what we think is right.
It's probably going to show us an outcome and when their ideologies kind of clash in the climax, right? And it's not going to be a perfect outcome. It's going to be a flawed outcome.
Certainly.
And you're going to be
People
left
will
with the
die.
choice of, is this a good outcome or is this worse than we started, right? At least that's
I
what
can't even guess as to what the outcome will be, though. It depends on whether the characters' ideologies change. If they bend before they break.
I was thinking like Vash will be put into a situation where he'll have to make a choice. His brother or the plans, that's what I thought would happen, and then he'll have a choice of, oh, if I just end my brother's life right now, it's going to end the whole situation. If I don't, I'll just end up killing the humanity or stuff like that. At the very end. I mean, it's already kind of to where
He
that's what I
already
think
is in that situation, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, if we do kill Nai, that kind of ends it, right? Vash can do his own thing. But the problem is because of Vash and what he wants to achieve, he can't kill Nai. So he's put himself in checkmate. That's something interesting.
Moral corner, if you will.
Yeah.
A
He
moral
put himself
corner.
in the bad boy corner. Timeout.
Yeah, I was about to say that he got put into the timeout by his big brother.
We also got to see what the gate is. Some sort of like black hole that Vash can produce. Nai seems to know exactly what's happening. Vash doesn't even realize what it is for some reason.
Yeah. I feel like Nai is definitely the character with the most information in this scenario.
And given the fact that he has the most information and this is the conclusion that he came to, is he incorrect or are we just making a misinformed decision here?
I don't know that incorrect is necessarily the right term as much as just, like I said, he's making a generalized statement of this situation is bad. This is the outcome I see to get us out of it.
Yeah. Based on the information that he currently has.
It's not necessarily correct or incorrect. It's just the conclusion he found.
That he came to, yeah.
I was about to say, to me, I mean, maybe because of my bias, but to me, sometimes it seems like Vash is the villain and Nai is not the villain.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
For me, it feels that way
Personally.
sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes Nai seems like the bad guy. So, I don't know.
Far too
I
innocent
think-
to be bad in context.
I mean, I'm not saying that he's doing it knowingly.
That wouldn't make him a villain then.
Because Nai seems to care greatly for Vash. Like, he went and cut off his arm when his gate opened. Tried to protect him. Felt really betrayed when Vash betrayed him. Tried to kill the lady that was taking care of Vash because he felt betrayed by it. Nai seems to have a lot of care for his brother. Vash just doesn't agree with what Nai's trying to do, and that's why they're going their separate ways. And
I
Vash
feel
seems
like
to
it's
have
a
the
very
same amount
much
of
kind
care
of
for
a
Nai.
toxic sibling relationship, though, when you have the one who's trying really hard to force the sibling to do what he wants to do, but doesn't realize that's what he's doing.
Yeah, could be seen that way. For me, just I don't know. I can't really explain it.
I see what you're saying. He definitely has an attachment to Vash. I just don't think it's necessarily a good one.
I think you're confusing the fact that Nai has a point with Nai is the hero of the story. That is really just a matter of perspective and what you've come to a conclusion in regards to like the use of plants.
The difference between a hero and a villain isn't the problem. It's the action. And in this case, killing all the humans isn't a hero's solution.
Yeah, like you said,
I mean, I
in this
enjoy doing that
context.
very much. I'm certainly a hero in my own eyes, that's for sure.
I am very, very biased, okay?
But that's what makes a good villain, right? Is when you and see the logic as to why they're doing what they do. It doesn't make that the correct answer, but it's still, you can follow the train of logic in their head.
It's
and I
an
think
answer.
Nai definitely
Yeah.
falls into that because you can see exactly where he got to where he is, at least from what we've seen thus far.
Generally speaking, we don't know the fine details, but yeah, we can understand, we can relate.
The logic's there, even if it's not necessarily the solution that most people would jump to.
You say that with confidence? I feel like a lot of people wouldn't stop and think about
if you
this.
have the power to kill an entire species and the species has wronged you,
But it's not your own
that
species.
is a hard question. Like, how many people would go the route that Nai has? And I don't know the answer to that. I
don't think we ever will.
think
I can
I would
only
probably
hope in
fall
humanity.
more on Vash's side, but I feel like there is probably a high percentage that would do the same as Nai in this case.
Yeah,
Certainly.
I mean, yeah.
It'd be an interesting discussion on its own.
I'm just that type of person.
I've always been a pretty pacifistic person, so I guess Vash's mentality makes sense to me, but I could also see where it kind of falls apart. I guess two traits for me throughout most of my life is I've been generally apathetic and generally pacifistic. So it's like, is true pacifism going to be like a good solution or solve a problem? Probably not, and I can know that.
No,
But also, my apathetic nature means I kind of would rather live my life that way and know that it's not going to have a perfect outcome, but at least I know that I'm not
Living the
directly
life
trying to
of-
harm or, bring pain to people, even if I know that trickle effects and whatnot, it's not really possible, right?
Yeah, I think I'm the opposite. I was not very pacifistic as a kid. I was just made into a pacifist through life. Right?
I think
I
Kiwi's
was
a
always
pacifist because
No.
of
So
the
she
world
can't
around
fight
her, not
back.
because of her own choice.
She doesn't have the strength.
She doesn't have
Yeah.
the strength.
If she had the strength, she'd fight everyone.
She would.
Yeah, so-
She would destroy the
We've
world.
seen
Yeah.
her. She does this. This is why the internet is dangerous. It gives you the power
Yeah,
to
right.
fight. I've seen your
I
comments.
am very I can be very pacifistic at times, but other times I'm very, very loud about my opinions and thoughts and everything else. I'm not
That's
very
not the same as
pacifistic. If I had listen,
Yes.
if I had the power to ruin the world, I would have probably already done it, but I don't have the power to do it.
So yeah, that's not pacifism, Kiwi. That's powerlessness. If you had
Yeah.
power, you would use it.
Since I don't really have any power, I would just rather stand on the side and do nothing and watch as the world burns.
That's
What if-
apathy.
If we gave Kiwi a death note, she would turn into Yagami.
Yes,
100%.
I have
This is
the
why Kiwi likes
buildings.
the bad guys. She
Yeah,
needs a bad
I
guy
have
that just can't
I
act
have
out their
the-
evil urges.
I have the buildings of a villain. I'm a villain in making that still has not gotten a power from God to ruin the world.
From God.
So,
God.
so
God, why
like,
would God do that? To restore balance to the world? What in the...
so
Where does this
I
conversation
agree.
gone
Reset
to?
Kiwi at your time.
I agree with Nai much more than I would like to admit to. Not like to human, but
No,
just
I
getting
know, I
rid of the
understand.
bad apples.
That's what it's an interesting topic. Like, if you had the power to eliminate a people group that has wronged you completely, there's a lot of people I think that would, because emotions take control and anger and fear.
Interesting
and
that
just,
Serbia has
I think
mentioned
a
something
lot
like this
of people
before
would.
too. Hmm.
Have I?
You have.
don't
You
remember.
were like, oh yeah, it would be so nice if all those old politicians would just die already, so that people could make like better laws for the new generation to actually live a better life. You know?
I remember that.
No, you
Yeah.
make it sound like I hate old people.
You do. That's what you told me.
No, I don't.
She hates old people in power, okay?
Yeah. Okay. To specify, old people in power. because they make stupid laws.
Serious either. I am annoyed, but that's not different. I would not
Well, I'm sorry
actually
that to
kill-
bring it up, but you were literally saying the exact same thing that you were talking about.
There's a
I
difference
think at some
between
point-
sarcasm though and actually meaning it.
I think at some point all of us have these kind of thoughts. You know?
Yeah.
I think it would be disingenuous to say that, oh no, I've never ever thought of harming any other person in my entire life.
Oh, if I said that, I would be such a liar.
Right?
I can't really think of a time where I've really truly wanted to hurt someone. Like I said, I can joke about it, and I've thrown a water bottle at my brother before. But
Oh god,
so you've
she's
never-
getting violent.
So you've never gone to bed after an argument with somebody and thought, oh, I wish you'd trip it down and break your nose.
if anything, it's the opposite. I just blame myself.
Oh, why serve
And then
such a
Serbi
cinnamon
trips
roll?
down the stairs and breaks her nose instead.
I would.
Regardless, a very interesting episode that sparked a lot of discussion. I
Yeah.
am super excited to see where the show goes and how it presents its different ideologies. I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction and discussion. If you did, please do leave a like, it helps a lot. And if you want these full length, check out the Patreon, linked in the description below. I hope you have a wonderful day. We will see you all later.
Bye bye.
Bye.